On September 2nd of 2020, Papillion La-Vista South teacher Dave Lawrence was working out with a group of friends when he told Lieutenant Dennis Svoboda that something felt off.
We started talking about what we're going to do for the day, and then Mr. Lawrence was kind of talking about how he hadn't been feeling good all day.
And I remember when we were finishing our mile run, I had said, gosh, my chest is just tight.
All of a sudden, he indicated that he was going down, and he pretty much collapsed.
And all of a sudden, I just passed out. I could feel it coming on. It wasn't pain, but my whole world spun.
Immediately identified it as he was having a cardiac issue, and I started doing CPR on him. I've done CPR several times in the field, but this is the first time that I've ever done CPR on someone who I've known personally. Couldn't help but think of all the years I've known Mr. Lawrence. And I told my wife, along with the other members of the group, they needed to call 911. Papillion police arrived. Unfortunately, at that time, they didn't have AEDs. A short time later, Papillion Fire and Rescue arrived.
Ended up zapping me 3 times to get me back to life. I didn't realize till that time that I had actually had a heart attack. I thought I just passed out.
He was taken down to Bellevue Medical. They did a procedure on him, and he's back.
I work out all the time, but I have a renewal to do that even more. For months before the attack, I had a really hard time breathing. I can run out right now and run a 5K, and I can breathe while I run so much easier. So I feel like I'm stronger, actually. I really feel like I have purpose, like there is a reason why I was saved. Just recommitting myself to mentoring. I feel like that is my job every day as a teacher and a coach. The students have been awesome. And even when I told the story, I mean, several of them cried also and understood how hard it was for me to share that story.
Lieutenant Svoboda was granted the life-saving award for his actions in Mr. Lawrence's case. However, Svoboda's response to the case wasn't over.
Between Sheriff Davis and I, along with Papillion Police Chief Lyons, we identified a need to get AEDs in the cars within the Papillion Police Department. So we started a campaign to reach out to donors. The donors that I approached, immediately they were willing to put the funds forward. Ultimately, we've got 11. Papillion Police received 5, and then we put 6 more on the streets over the Sheriff's Office. I'd like to stress the importance of knowing CPR. If you haven't taken a class, take one. It's just a few hours, and you can ultimately make a difference in somebody's life.
Makes me feel good that something good is coming out of this. Not just the additional AEDs for the police force, but a lot of people are getting CPR trained, and that's important. You never know when you're going to need it. You could save someone's life.